welcome to the Polaris gun guide. In this video we are going to discuss various features about each of the new weapons, such as damage it gives to players, range, and much more. If you guys learned something new, make sure to drop a like. Let's aim for 500 likes. If you reach 500 likes, I will do a progression guide teaching you how to go from nothing to full gear on this map. Also subscribe if you haven't already. A huge percentage of you guys watching right now are not yet subscribed, and each one helps the channel grow a ton. In each video I roll a mythical giveaway, and today we're rolling a wealthy insane maple strike. To enter this giveaway, make sure that you are subscribed, liked, and comment something below. Channel members have a higher chance to win, and if you wish to become a member, it's the link in the description below. Also, huge shout out to all member gifters as well. If you guys are looking to play on good quality Polaris servers, I'm currently running a few which are different in their own way. For example, one is a vanilla server, another one is high times load. If you guys want to play there, all the IPs ports will be in the description below. And I will be also recording a survival series, so I'm looking forward to meeting you there. And without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. Now, all IDs of each weapon will be displayed, as well as they will all be listed in the description below, so you can copy from there. The first weapon we're going to go is to the walnut. The ID for this weapon is 36534. The rarity is epic. It takes 5.56mm ammunition, the range is 500 meters, and it has a fire rate of 5. This is not a raiding weapon, it comes with semi and auto, and as for the damage, it gives 13.2 to the arms and legs, 17.6 to the body, and 24.2 to the head. Next we're going to go to the crossbow. The ID for this weapon is 36331. The rarity is uncommon. The ammunition comes with metal arrows, but you can also craft arrows. The range is 400 meters. It is not a raiding weapon. Obviously, since it is a bow, you can only use it with semi. And as for damage, it gives 36.6 to the arms and to the legs, 48.8 to the body, and 67.1 to the head. So this is a two-shot headshot weapon, which is quite OP in my opinion. Next we're going to go to the Fälscher. The ID for this weapon is 36150. The rarity is legendary. The ammunition it takes is 7.62mm. It has a range of 500 meters. It is not a raiding weapon either. The mode for this weapon is semi. And as for damage, it gives 54.6 to the arms and to the legs, 72.8 to the body, and 100.1 to the head. So this weapon is a one-shot headshot towards nakeds and other players that may not have any helmets. Now this weapon comes with an F11 bipod. Next we're going to go to the flare gun. The ID for this weapon is 36528. The rarity is rare. The ammunition it takes is flare, which can be crafted. It has a 100-meter range. Obviously it doesn't trade. It is a semi weapon. And as for the damage, it is quite low. It only gives 2.8 to the arms to the legs, 3.2 to the body, and 4.4 to the head. So this weapon for PvP, I wouldn't use it. A fist deals more damage. Next we're going to go to the Merlin. Now the ID for this weapon is 36335. The rarity is rare. Ammunition takes 7.62mm. Range is 500. It doesn't trade. It is a semi weapon. As for damage, it gives 54.6 to the arms and to the legs, 72.8 to the body, and 100.1 to the head. The same damage as the Fälscher gives. Now this weapon is a bolt action rifle, and it comes with a raid 8x scope. Next we're going to go to the Penumbra. The ID is 36139. It is a legendary weapon. The ammunition it takes is 5.56. It has a 500-meter range. The fire rate for this weapon is 7. It doesn't trade. It comes with semi and auto. And as for the damage, it gives 22.8 to the arms and to the legs, 30.4 to the body, and 41.8 to the head. Next weapon is the Moses. The Moses is another bolt action sniper rifle. The ID is 36124. The rarity is rare. The ammunition is 7.62mm. The range is 500 meters. It is not a raiding weapon. It is a semi weapon since it is a bolt action. And as for the damage, it gives 54.6 to the arms and to the legs, 72.8 to the body, and 100.1 to the head. Same as Merlin and the Fälscher. Next we're going to go over to the Kinnie, which is an SMG. The ID is 36451. The rarity is epic. It takes 9mm ammunition. Range is 500 meters. The fire rate is 3. It is not a raiding weapon. It is a semi and auto weapon. As for the damage, it gives 11.4 to the arms to the legs, 15.2 to the body, and 20.9 to the head. Now this weapon comes with a -2 holo sight. Next we're going to the Niku, which is a police spawn weapon. The ID is 36465. The rarity is rare. It takes 5.56mm. The range is 500 meters. It has a fire rate of 10. it is not a raiding weapon. As for the modes, it takes semi, auto, and even 2 times burst. As for the damage, it gives 22.8 to the arms and to the legs, 30.4 to the body, and 41.8 to the head. Now this weapon comes with a B3 4x scope. Next we're going to go to the Baal. Now the Baal is an automatic shotgun, which is quite OP in my opinion. The ID for this weapon is 36125, the rarity is rare, it takes buckshot and slugs as ammunition, it does have a blow range of only 65 meters, its fire rate is 11, obviously it doesn't trade. As I mentioned earlier, it is a semi and auto shotgun. As for the damage per pellet, it gives 5.6 to the arms to the legs, 6.4 to the body, and 8.8 to the head. A downside to this weapon is that you can only put a sight attachment. You cannot put tacticals or grips. Next we're going to go to the Herdsman. Now the Herdsman is another shotgun as well, except that this one it has a bit of a difference. The ID for this weapon is 36336, the rarity is rare, it takes buckshot and slug as the previous shotgun, it is not a raiding weapon, but this shotgun, the only mode you can use it is with 2 times burst. The damage that it gives is 4.9 to the arms and to the legs, 5.6 to the body, and 7.7 to the head. Next we're going to go to the Herd, which is basically a sort of version of the Herdsman. Pretty much everything is the same. The ID is 36337, but even the damage and the mode, everything is the same. Next we're going to go to the Bruteforce, which is the final shotgun. The ID for this weapon is 36516. It is a rare weapon. It takes buckshot and slugs as all the previous other shotguns. The range is 65 meters, the same as the Baal. This is the only semi-shotgun. As for the damage per pellet, it gives 14 to the arms and to the legs, 16 to the body, and 22 to the head. Now this shotgun comes with a tactical light and dash 2 holo sight. Next we're going to go to the grenade launcher. The ID for this weapon is 36002. The rarity is epic. The ammunition is 40mm grenades. The range for this weapon is quite low, only having a range of 12 meters. It is not a raiding weapon. Its mode is semi. And as for the damage, it gives 185 player damage. Obviously, since it's a grenade launcher, it's explosive, and this weapon can be hotkeyed from number 3 onwards, so you don't even have to equip it, just hotkey it. In order to craft 40mm grenades, you can craft them using normal grenades from military. Next, we're going to go to the Brenter. The ID for this weapon is 36559. The rarity is epic. The ammunition for this weapon is 12.7mm cartridge. It has a range of 500 meters. And this is the only weapon that raids on Polaris. It deals 130 HP structure damage. It is a semi-weapon. And as for the damage, it gives 34.5 to the arms and to the legs, 57.5 to the body, and 126.5 to the head, making it the strongest weapon if you shoot somebody in the head. This weapon comes with a raid bipod, and it is a bolt-action sniper rifle. Next we're going to go to the first pistol, which is the B18 Block. The ID for this weapon is 36558. It has a rare rarity. The ammunition is 9mm. It has a 500 meter range. It has a fire rate of 5. It is not a raiding weapon. This pistol is auto. The damage it deals is 10.8 to the arms and to the legs, 14.4 to the body, and 19.8 to the head. When you're sprinting with this weapon equipped, you can aim in, but there is a 1.5 spread higher. Next we're going to go to the bow. The bow has an ID of 36563. The rarity is uncommon. As the crossbow, it takes metal arrows, but you can craft arrows yourself. It has a 400 meter range, and it's not a raiding weapon. It is a semi-weapon, and as for the damage, it gives 36.6 to the arms and to the legs, 48.8 to the body, and 67.1 to the head. This weapon, like the grenade launcher, can be hotkeyed from number 3 onwards. Next we're going to go to the K30 Crizzy. Its ID is 36557, its rarity is legendary, the ammunition it takes is 9mm, its range is 500 meters, the fire rate is 3 and it doesn't trade. This weapon can be used as a semi, and auto, and 3 times burst as well. The damage that it gives is 13.8 to the arms and to the legs, 18.4 to the body, and 25.3 to the head. Next, we have the JK47 Grill. The ID is 36564, the rarity is rare, it takes 5.56mm ammunition, and its range is 500 meters. The fire rate for this weapon is 4, and the modes that it takes are semi and auto. As for the damage, it gives 11.4 to the arms and to the legs, 15.2 to the body, and 20.9 to the head. Next we have the B50 Instructor. The ID for this weapon is 36565, the rarity is epic, it takes 9mm as ammunition, the range is 500 meters, and it is a semi-weapon. As for the damage, it gives 36 to the arms and to the legs, 48 to the body, and 66 to the head. With this weapon, as previous weapons, you can aim while sprinting, but there is a 1.5 spread higher. And on this pistol, you can put a grip. Next we have the NP5 Rattlesnake, which in my opinion, it is my favorite weapon. The ID for this weapon is 36566 and the rarity is rare. It has a 9mm ammunition and the range is 500 meters. It has a fire rate of 3 and it doesn't trade. The mode for this weapon is semi, auto, and 3 times burst. As for the damage, it gives 11.4 to the arms and to the legs, 15.2 to the body, and 20.9 to the head. This weapon comes with a tactical laser, -2 dot sight, and the shots are suppressed. Next, we have the B1 Blicky. The ID for this weapon is 36568. The rarity is rare, and it takes 9mm ammunition. The range is 500 meters and it doesn't raid. This weapon can be used as a semi and a 2 times burst weapon. The damage this weapon gives is 16.8 to the arms and to the legs, 22.4 to the body, and 30.8 to the head. With this weapon, as previous pistols, you can aim while sprinting, but there's a 1.5 spread higher. This weapon comes with a -2 suppressor, tactical light, and a -2 dot sight. As for the final weapon, we have the MP3 Grit. The ID for this weapon is 36569 and it has a rare rarity. The ammunition is 9mm and its range is 500 meters. The fire rate for this weapon is 2 and it doesn't raid. It is an auto weapon and the damage that it gives is 8.4 to the arms and to the legs, 11.2 to the body, and 15.4 to the head. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys did learn something new. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below and maybe I can make a video answering to these questions, like a tips and tricks video. I hope that you guys did enjoy as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!